All right, Mr. Info Philly, back with another bar breakdown using the science. Hopefully, you guys like this. I spent some hours on this, and I'm only doing the first round. Daylyt versus Rum Nitty. A lot of people say Rum Nitty's the best in the game. Best puncher, best rapper, or your rapper's rapper, as some people say. Again, if you don't know and you're not aware, rap, R.A.P, stands for rhythm and poetry. There's rules to writing raps properly. Stuff is supposed to rhyme. So let's get into it. Let's see if this stuff rhymes. You guys tell me. I'm trying to make this as unbiased as possible so people don't say I'm hating on anybody. Rum Nitty first round. To keep it a stack is deeper than rap. Now, if you're new here, I'm trying to highlight stuff so you can see what rhymes with what. Keep, deep, stack, rap. So that's, one syllable. That's how this stuff is going to go in this video. So let's keep going. I mean, if you try to come and take a shit on the stage today, it's easier to listen. Like if you go watch it, like if you watch the video after this or simultaneously, you'll see what I mean. When you learn to listen to rap properly, it doesn't sound the same. So let's start over. To keep it a stack is deeper than rap. I mean, if you try to come and take a shit on the stage today, fuck around and get beat up for that. You see where you at? This is the wrong place to try to come drop a deuce on the floor. Like you spilled your lean. We're gonna make you clean up your act. Now again, this is a weird rhyme pattern because a lot of times they're writing for punches. They're not writing for stuff to rhyme. They're writing for a punch as opposed to writing rhymes. So stuff like this, it gets a little out of place with the rhyme pattern. They tell me I can't do shit with dude. I'm finna lose. Now, just so you're aware, the whole first round is all about his antics. It's all about Daylyt's antics. So the whole first round. So that's kind of the theme or scheme, if you will, that he's going with. All right, they tell me I can't do shit with dude. I'm finna lose because all I got is gun bars. He got too many different moves. He can go the slay route, matrix, switch to suit. I'm a little teapot. Other hand, scissors, deuce. He finna lose. I know exactly what to do if he want to play rock paper scissors. Shoot. And I got a nice reaction. If you guys are not aware, one of Daylight's best notable bars is, you'll see the rock paper scissors bar. So finna lose, so these are like rhyme inside of rhymes. Shit. I mean, see, the shit doesn't really rhyme. They tell me I can't do shit with dude. I'm finna lose. Different moves, different. I mean, you guys tell me. Does this stuff actually rhyme? Some of it does. Lose, suit, moves, the stuff it doesn't really rhyme. And like I said, when you see Daylyt verse, which is a little bit better structured, you'll see what I'm saying. Like it's just better. It's just better rhymes out there. Some people, if you're conditioned to listening to the hype for the bars, like if you're hype and conditioned to listen to the punchline, you're gonna like this stuff. All right, let's keep going. I know exactly what to do if you want to play rock paper scissors. Shoot, dog. All right, y'all just hype. Nigga got naked on stage, all for likes. The aqua type. Then you went and did some stranger things. You was lost. I gotta talk to light. Y'all think he great? I think he gay. Weird nigga. I can't relate. Convince y'all that he changed his ways. Want us to forget about light. Flashing people like Agent K. Again, this is a decent punch. This is the Men in Black scheme he went into. I'll wave, you'll get erased. Evade the nigga space. I'll send you right up to the galaxy that's on Orion's belt when you got a little alien in your face. Now, again, this is all the Men in Black scheme. You know, if you remember the Men in Black movie, Orion's belt was on the cat's neck. I'll go around the cat's neck. You know, so again, that's still the Orion. That's still the Men in Black scheme. This is because this bitch was all right. I'll go around this cat's neck next because this bitch was ducking. Injure cousin. Mortal combat won't be enough. You need a different substance. Where we at? So I know I keep stopping because this is also trying to analyze, how complex it is, whether it rhymes. Bitch was ducking, injured cousin. You know, these are a little bit more complex, but does it really rhyme though? Bitch was ducking, injured cousin, different substance. It sounds like it's rhyming, but like that really doesn't rhyme. What rhymes with bitch was ducking? Different substance. that, you guys can say it rhymes, but it really doesn't. You know, kick the bucket is a little close to bitch was ducking. So anyway, switch the subject. I see you. I'ma hop out the car, leave the engine running. 7 Series BMW, about to spin on something. Pulling up with white beam light. You about to get abducted. To the UFOs where you sent, you already know what it. See, I'm used to rhyming something. It doesn't. This shit goes kind of weird, so it gets a little confusing. It gets a little annoying for me doing this type stuff. Let me try again. Switch the subject. I see you. I'ma hop out the car, leave the engine running. 7 Series BMW, about to spin on something. Pulling up in the white beamer light. You about to get abducted. To the UFOs where you sent. You already know what this is. I mean, he tried his best to fight back and play hardball, but we going to the ship. This is a round that he earned. Because you called me out. I was about to teamwork. It's still an exemption since light bringing people up. About to leave Earth. Eat dirt. Niggas that kill you in plain sight for gang stripes. You see how they did FBG Duck? They don't play nice. They don't think twice. Might see you walking with your son downtown and kill that nigga right after daylight. Let me keep going. I mean, people say like this is Rum Nitty is like one of the best out, period. But this is how his rhymes look and is structured when he's writing it. On URL, you said you got paid like 1.8 against Tay, right? That's cake life. I mean, this is why I be having to stop and listen to it again to make sure I'm rhyming it the way he's saying it. You guys tell me, is this a good rhyme pattern? I don't want to go through every last bar. Let me see if I can get to something a little better. Like a lot of this stuff doesn't. I'll sit there and try to find something that rhymes when he's writing. It doesn't. You better listen. No lie, you a sucker, fam. I been had the drop. That's why I got the upper hand. He be flying his moms to the battles on the same flight. I'ma up the can. Up the can. That's 3 syllables. Upper hand. Sucker fam. Like that's closer to rhyming. And be locked up in Akon. Soon as light and his motherland. On the other hand, this extreme measures, the fans like the alien cool, but bring back Cuz Webb. He better. I mean, this was the end of his rap. You guys might say I'm butchering it. Listen to it. Like actually listen to when he's rapping. You tell me when you listening, does it sound like it's rhyming and flowing? Like actual rhyming, not somebody forcing the words to rhyme. That doesn't rhyme. So let's look at Daylyt to see if his rhymes better. He start off with his traditional. I got one small question. Like a small question. How many people in here know what'll happen if I chase a nigga? funeral home, box wake a nigga. You get the open hand, the fist of the deuce, rock, paper, scissors. Today we're gonna see you're a lure modded. You got options. You can either meet me up there or end up with the floor spotted with your door dotted. They think because I've been in the industry that I don't remember how to kill is quill. Anybody holding up the four got it. Now already with this you can see the stuff rhymes a lot better. Today we can see your allure modded. And again, 3 syllables. You can either meet me up there or end up with the floor spotted, with your door dotted. They think because I've been in the industry that I don't remember how to kill is quill. Even this, kill, quill, like the little stuff rhymes also. Anybody holding up the four got it. As far as line, mine's erase shit. The sky space shit. Gonna lay you in the facade. Now here he does a little bit more complex of a rhyme pattern. It took me a bit to write it down. But I want you to see rhyme patterns is supposed to matter in battle rap. This is a way better rhyme. This is way better rhyming. We're not even talking about like just the pattern. The rhymes is better. Floor spotted, door dotted is a lot closer than what the hell Rum Nitty got. They ain't tell your so here he did a whole God biblical scheme is what I think a lot of people kind of missed or may have missed. The whole thing is a scheme about how you'll see. I'm gonna show you the difference between an alien and a God. So this is what the whole scheme is about. The cornea shall be flooded. Uh, I should have opened this up in something else. All right, here we go. Yo, let's get it. You traveled a great distance. To the end, you made it. In sin, you waited. As they glance at the strain with your faith missing, I'm saying as what they miss. You stated. Like you gotta listen to it. It's the way he raps it is a lot better than what I'm doing. He kind of structured this in a little bit more complex way of rhyming. To the end, you made it. In sin, you waited. As they glance at the strain with faith missing, I'm saying as what they miss. You stated. Now you in the view. Now you in the view and liquidated. Is the focal point of my late mission. The cornea shall be flooded thinking we could be tied. As I leak the disguise of the ape vision. Like now he kind of does like an eyesight type of scheme inside of a mind you, the whole scheme is about the God versus the alien type thing. Mind deliria shows your criteria. Will decline in tear. The time is here. Watch, wait, listen. As every drop of water hits the mud, the flood to create the wake sea. Safety for those who he has a certain way that he structured this that you're probably better off listening to it than what I'm saying. But he tried to still make all of this stuff rhyme, which is a little bit more complicated. Tide, disguise, mind, deliria, criteria, decline in tear, the time is here, watch, wait, wake, see. Like, it's if you listen to it, it's a bit of an unorthodox type of rhyme structure. And if you don't know, he's like a Freeway fan the way Freeway used to rhyme. This is something similar to how Freeway used to rap, where the rhyme pattern was pretty complex if you broke it down on how he structured it. So again, this is I won't do it just as me rhyming it, but I'm trying to show you this stuff rhymes though. Let's go down to and my name, my pain, ain't the rain of the storming. The rapture, capture it on camera without the warning. Glorious. My story disguises the origin. This is who I am. Day on the rise. It ties into your morning. This stuff rhymes though at least. Don't pretend like you understand as the wake plead. Rum mentally break free as they lead without lead. My, so again, I'm fast forwarding just because it don't sound right when I'm rhyming it. This stuff though it rhymes, and he gets and this stuff is a lot more complex. Like I'll give you this. Here we go. It say the angel with the angle at the entrance of heaven gates neglected shows I have perfected where the exit is. Two threes, nines. So so look at how more complex this is. This is still, in a sense, his God scheme that he got going on. And he says shows I have perfected where the exit is. Two threes, nines. So he was talking about Exodus 2 threes 9, which is chapter 33, verse 9, what it says, and it came to pass as Moses entered the tabernacle, the cloudy pillar descended and stood at the door of the tabernacle, and the Lord talked with Moses. So, this is a God talking to a man, is essentially what he's trying to say with this whole complex written scheme. So, my point though is this is way more complex than what Rum Nitty did. And yet, because people not really hearing the punch, they might think Rum Nitty was better. But Rum Nitty is failing at rhyming properly. They align with the hues of men. Sad to see a tragedy for the days of Grey's Anatomy. Guys, this rhymes a lot better. Had to be some nine-color hick on the mothership. But soon as they arrived, we blew through the skin. Without a gun cock, Daylyt, I removed sunblock. The pain to be chronicled. Two nines 15. Again, he does it. He does it again. And again, the, what he cites is pretty close to what he's talking about. In the clip, aim at the abdominal. I mean, at this point, I don't want to go through the whole thing. Can you guys not see a difference in rhyme pattern? I get it. I stopped doing a lot of this stuff because it gets annoying listening to some of the stuff. Guys, this stuff is more of a popularity contest. People they just hear what a punch is and then say this guy's the best rapper out. Like, just imagine if you was listening to your favorite rapper and somebody who rhymes poorly is better just because he said a better line. The guy didn't rap on beat or anything like that, but because he said a better hot line, he's the better rapper. That's what battle rap has become. Who has the better hot single line? And it doesn't seem to matter whether it rhymes properly. And they'll say something is that nerd rap. Guys, Rakim, he's one of the forefathers. Listen to his rhyme patterns. It's complex, it rhymed properly, and he's dope. But it rhymed though. Like that Nas. I could name many of the actual lyricists. They all know how to rhyme properly. And Nas did a song called Rewind where he rhymed backwards, the whole scheme, the whole song. But he was rhyming the stuff. Like, so again, you could I'm scrolling down so in case people want to see it and read it. But even the baby stuff that he did, the best ever, disagree. I could say that he bluffing. Nina on me at all times. Nigga day in the cuffin. Luck said, fuck it, let's get abducted. I could say it was nothing. This stuff all rhymes. I can't do that with rum nitties. I got to bleed them. They scar. Soon as I see them, they hard. These are rhymes inside of a rhymes. We can clearly see this stuff rhymes together. And yet, Nitty will swear he's the best out. So again, sum it up. We go back to Rum Nitty. Here's you know one of his punches where he had some rhymes. You on your final leg, they try to come have a classic with me, die instead. Find your edge. I told Word I'll choke him until his blue, yellow, lime, and red. And I'm a press light in the same order. Simon says, fire lead. Overall, the stuff doesn't rhyme. Overall, he doesn't structure his stuff to rhyme properly. Overall. It just doesn't. You look at it. It's kind of unorthodox. So trying to keep this video short. So again, you guys tell me, am I being biased? In my opinion, and Nitty doesn't win this. It's not even close. Daylyt by a landslide in the battle. But that's if you're listening to rhyme patterns. And mind you, this was a long round, which is why I'm not doing the whole thing. Rum Nitty rapped for 9 minutes, Daylyt for 8 minutes. This is just the first round. And it gets tired of listening to stuff like that because you got a lot of people reacting and super hyped because they hear a punchline like this. Want us to forget about like flashing people like Agent K. Everybody get hyped because they got that bar. He always flashed like Agent K. But where's the? It's supposed to be a whole rhyme pattern that you're listening to that sounds dope. But again, what do you think? Am I being biased, or is people, or is battle rap now just so dumb and filled with stupidity that people don't know what they're listening to anymore? And again, it's usual. Stuff gets it gets popularized by the more vocal voices that wants to be fans of it and just hype. Whether it's sex appeal or this guy just they just start making up stuff. This guy got swag or he could do that. It ain't got to rhyme because it's real. Like this is the stupidity of where we at today. You just dumbing down everybody. Where rap is supposed to be who has the actual better raps, which is the better rhythm and the better poetry. So outside of that, let me know. Mr. Info Philly out.